Hello and welcome to the Friday practice review for race number 1000, the Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit. For the second race in a succession, Valtteri Bottas was able to defend his title lead, but only with a second place. It was teammate Lewis Hamilton who took a victory in Bahrain that nobody was expecting. Welcome to round 3 of this incredible 2019 season. So Formula 1 journeys to Shanghai this week for the third round of the 2019 FIA Formula 1 World Championship, the Chinese Grand Prix. There is an air of celebration here at the circuit as the momentous occasion in Formula 1's history for the 1000th race in the championship's 70-year history. It's the 16th running of the Chinese Grand Prix after the 2004 race, and we come here with Valtteri Bottas still leading the Drivers' Championship on 44 points, and he leads it with that one extra fastest lap bonus point he got in Australia. Otherwise, him and Lewis Hamilton would have actually been level on points coming to China after Bottas victorious in Australia and Hamilton victorious in Bahrain. Max Verstappen is third at 27 points. He is 2 ahead of Charles Leclerc, who finished on the podium last time out. It should have really been the victory though. Moving further down, we've got Sebastian Vettel 5th, Kimi Raikkonen 6th, Lando Norris is in 7th place as well. And if we drop further down as well, it's only 5 drivers without any points. Antonio Giovinazzi, George Russell, Robert Kubica, surprisingly Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz and Romain Grosjean, who's the only driver not to finish both races so far this season. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead the way. 44 points in Australia, 43 points in Bahrain. That makes 87 in total. Scuderia Ferrari second on 48. Aston Martin Red Bull Racing are on 31. And then we get Alfa Romeo fourth, best of the rest, on 10 points. McLaren are on 8, the same with Rich Energy Haas F1. Renault has 6, Red Bull Toro Rosso Honda has 3, the same as the Racing Point team, but Williams in 10th with no World Championship points. So it was Bottas victorious in Australia, Lewis Hamilton victorious in Bahrain. We're in China now for the 1000th Formula 1 Grand Prix. 2 weeks time, it's Azerbaijan, followed by Spain and Monaco, a trip to North America for Canada, and back to Europe for 3 races in France, Austria and Great Britain, before heading to Germany and Hungary in August for the summer break, back to Belgium and Italy, and then the flyaways in Singapore, one more brief stop off in what is technically Europe and Russia, followed by Japan, and then the Americas with Mexico, USA, Brazil, and the last race in the desert in Abu Dhabi in December. And we kick off this 1000th race with the Friday running of Free Practice 1 and Free Practice 2. Let's get in then to what happened in Free Practice 1 for the Chinese Grand Prix. Race number 1000 got underway in Shanghai. It's also the China's 16th Formula 1 race and their event here as well. Sebastian Vettel topped the timesheets in FP1 with a 1:33.911 on the medium tyres, which has suggested to many that maybe the pace that they showed in the second test of pre-season testing in Barcelona, that they didn't show in Australia but did show in Bahrain, maybe they really have got some pace in that car to set the fastest time in the first session on the medium tyre. We'll see what happens in FP2. Lance Stroll had a half spin coming out of turn 15, and it's very similar to Antonio Giovinazzi's 2 spins back in 2017. He just got the power on a bit too early after the corner and got on the AstroTurf, locked the rears, and a little bit of a skid as well. Giovinazzi himself missed the session after the car failed, and emergency work had to be done before Free Practice 2. Let's now take a look at the times from the first practice session. So Sebastian Vettel topped the first practice session for the Chinese Grand Prix at 1:33.911. Lewis Hamilton second at 1:34.118. Charles Leclerc third at 1:34.167. Max Verstappen was in fourth at 1:34.334. Valtteri Bottas fifth at 1:34.653. Daniel Ricciardo sixth at 1:35.239, followed by Pierre Gasly seventh at 1:35.428. Danny Kvyat was eighth at 1:35.447. Lance Stroll ninth at 1:35.466, and Romain Grosjean in the top 10 at 1:35.507. Kevin Magnussen 11th, 1:35.517, followed by Nico Hülkenberg in 12th at 1:35.591. Lando Norris 13th at 1:35.631. Alexander Albon in 14th place at 1:35.695. Kimi Raikkonen 15th, 1:35.729. Carlos Sainz 16th, 1:35.756. Sergio Perez 17th, 1:35.820. Robert Kubica 18th, 1:36.847. And George Russell 19th at 1:37.619. Antonio Giovinazzi 2 laps but no time. So we'll move on to free practice 2 then in the afternoon. Another 90-minute session, but it was on the first lap out of the pits that Lewis Hamilton lost the rear of the car coming into the long turn 3 right-hander complex. You dropped down to second gear at that point in order to save your tyres. But for Lewis, he went for a little bit of a spin with these tyres. The rears this year heated just 80 degrees, not the standard 100 that we saw in previous, so the driver's got to do an extra bit of work, but it was costing Lewis, and he had a spin and flat spotted those tyres. His teammate Valtteri Bottas on his first flying lap also had a spin coming into turn 1, doing exactly the same thing as Lewis Hamilton. It was, however, Valtteri Bottas who was top in that session. He went 0.9 seconds quicker than Sebastian Vettel in the morning session. Bottas' time was a 1:33.330. Vettel was held up by the racing point of Perez, and the Ferrari team came on the radio, and I'm quoting here, said, "Yes, we are reporting it now." To which is wrong, as it's a free practice session, and Sergio Perez can do whatever he likes. To which Sebastian Vettel knew and came back on the radio, quoting, saying, No, he can do what he wants. It's just that they race harder on Friday than they do on Sunday. Bit of a harsh criticism, but then again, Racing Point have been up there recently. But also remember, Vettel probably laps them. That's why they get out of his way. They've got blue flags. Moving on, Charles Leclerc was put out of the session with 30 minutes to go as he had a coolant leak in his Ferrari. It was a bad day for the Haas duo of Kevin Magnussen. He went wide at turn 10, and at a braking point, he broke the floor and ripped off the rear tyres as well. And then, for Romain Grosjean as well, he suffered a front wing failure, but luckily it just sort of snapped at the bottom and it didn't fly off like we saw with Vettel in Bahrain. It was also lucky for Kevin Magnussen not to hit Robert Kubica coming out of turn 14. Kubica went wide, Magnussen nearly drove right into the back of him. An eventful session, but it was Bottas from Vettel and Verstappen in the top 3. Let's take a look at the times in full for the Chinese Grand Prix Free Practice 2. So Valtteri Bottas topped the second practice session at 1:33.330. Sebastian Vettel was second, Max Verstappen third, Lewis Hamilton fourth, Nico Hülkenberg was fifth, Carlos Sainz sixth, Charles Leclerc seventh, Lando Norris eighth, Daniel Ricciardo ninth, and Pierre Gasly rounding out the top 10. Kimi Raikkonen 11th, Alexander Albon is 12th, Tony Kvyat 13th, Lance Stroll 14th, Sergio Perez 15th, 16th Kevin Magnussen, Romain Grosjean 17th, Antonio Giovinazzi making up for lost time in FP1 by going 18th, and then Robert Kubica 19th and George Russell in 20th. So a lot to look forward to tomorrow, and if I can, I just want to bring in Megan Birch, who's behind me. She's going to have to come in this side, unfortunately, today, so I'm going to have to shuffle up a bit. Hello, Megan. Welcome to the Friday practice review for the first time this year. I want to ask you one question going into qualifying. Who do you think is going to be on pole position?
I'll
put you on the spot, I know, but you can at least give me a name.
Leclerc.
You're going for Charles Leclerc?
Hopefully.
Excellent. Thank you, Megan. We'll see you tomorrow for the Saturday race preview as well. No, Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday. That's my problem, sorry. But thank you, Megan. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Megan. So Megan's behind our cameras watching in our commentary boxes this weekend. But what kind of race is going to be? Race 1000, and we're on air tomorrow for the Saturday qualifying. Well, the Saturday practice review, isn't it? Just ahead of qualifying. It's very late in the evening as well. And we'll be back on Sunday with the Sunday race preview. Megan joining me for that one as we sit down to look forward to race 1000 as well. As you can listen to the podcast on Wednesday at 8 o'clock or throughout the day on SoundCloud. Valtteri Bottas leads the title by just 1 point to Lewis Hamilton. Mercedes come to China with a fight between the teammates. However, Ferrari seem to be coming out to something as well this time out. But it's also keep an eye out for the Red Bulls in the China shop. Anything can happen in Shanghai, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Saturday practice review. Bye for now.